In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to add grid field data to a report. So if you go into a record, I have this example here where you can see a financials grid, and I want to bring this into a report. But either I don't want all the data, I want very specific data, or I want it to be all in one area where I can access it. It's very difficult to put all those cells into just one report. So in this example, I'm going to show you two ways of doing this. One is with a pop-up template. This template basically brings up a pop-up window, which will have the grid field in it, which you can then interact with. The second method is adding grid field cells to a report as normal columns. This is also a good method, as it means you don't actually have to click in and out like a pop-up if you want to change lots of data at one time. But instead, you may find yourself scrolling through the report quite a bit. I'll show you how this works. So first of all, you're going to want to start by going to your fields, and we're going to start by adding in the action field. So, not the action field, the template. So we need to add in a financials pop-up template. I created one here. This is just going to be a normal form template, and this is going to just have the grid field you want. If you want, you can add multiple other fields to appear in this pop-up, but for this example, we're just going to add the forecast grid field. And once that's ready, you can save this, then go to your fields, then add a field, and this is going to be an action field. So this is one I created earlier. Open this. I'm just going to open this up. Normal standard stuff I do with a button, so I don't tend to give it a label. For the identifier, I do button and then whatever sort of action it's related to. That way they all stay grouped together in the reports list. Then go to action configuration. I'm going to select open pop-up template, and I'm going to select the template I want to pop up, which is the one I created earlier, financials pop-up. Once this has been selected, I'm just going to select the size as small, and then I'm going to select an image asset that is relevant to the button. So because this is financials, I'll use a financial related image. Then you save that. You then go to your reports. I'm going to my blueprints report here. I open this up. I can then scroll down, and you can add this field you just created. So I added it here, button forecast. I suggest changing the width of the button to small, as this is an action button. So it's going to be very small. It's just going to have a small square image in it. It doesn't need to take up a lot of space. Once that's ready, save that again, and then publish your application. Then you can see what it looks like in Workspace. So this is my example here. If I zoom out to the normal 100%, you can now see where the button appears on the end here. If I just click on one of these, it opens up with the grid field here. So now I can edit this grid field for this record with just clicking on that button there. And like I said, this is really good if you want to see the whole grid field and all the data, and you want to edit this data accordingly. The only negative is that, for example, say you want to edit multiple records in one go, you have to keep clicking in, find it, click out, in, back, so on and so forth. So this second method may be a bit easier than that. Instead, we're now going to go back to our report. I'm going to remove this button, and then I'm going to click on this arrow here next to the add at the bottom. I'm going to select add grid field data. And when you select that, I'm then going to choose the grid field, which is forecast. I'm going to select the data, the target data I want, which will be a subfield set. If you're unsure of what that is, you just click into it, see the list, see if it matches. So I want the subfield, which will show all of these field options, and I'm going to want to bring in the profit. So it says here it's going to add 6 new fields. I'm going to do the same again, but this time I also want to add in the revenue. Now you can see all those fields here, and this corresponds with the grid field here. So and basically what I'm doing is I'm bringing in these fields here, this profit row, and I'm bringing in this revenue row. I'm going to save. I'm going to publish again. Wait for that to finish publishing. Then I'm going to go back to the report, the app. I'm going to resync. And now we see here on the right all those fields. And I can see these are all expression fields, so these can't be edited. Then I can click through around here and I can start editing accordingly. Like I said, it may be a bit annoying if you need to keep scrolling through, but it's a lot quicker than having to click in and out of your templates every time. I hope this video has helped. Any questions, do let us know.